أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بفضل بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الغر الميامين الذين ذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد. Once again, mu'mineen and mu'minat, we thank Almighty Allah for giving us this wonderful moment in this beautiful month of Ramadan to seek and enhance the understanding of our faith with one aim, which is to gain Allah's proximity and to become true neighbors of our Creator. That is no doubt, as we all know, the essence of life and the essence of all the worships we undertake. It is to become neighbors to our Creator, in the sense that we feel the presence of Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. As we all know very well, mu'mineen and mu'minat, our souls are created to return to Allah. That's the main reason. To return to Allah doesn't mean to die physical death, but to become neighbor to your Creator, to become that peace of Allah's rahmah, that peace of Allah's mercy while we live in this world. First day, we reminded ourselves of prophetic spiritual action plans, recommendations from our beloved prophets to build our spirituality and to build our relationship with Allah. You know, mu'mineen and mu'minat, we have something we call maqasidu sharia and maqasidu deen. Sharia, deen. We have maqasid of each and every one. Maqasid means maqsad. So maqasid, the plural of maqsad. Aim, objective, destination. Why sharia? Why deen? So our great scholars, especially in the field of Islamic legal theory, when they examine this, they say, you see, this sharia that we practice, our sharia is Deenul Islam. We undertake so many things within this sharia. This sharia as maqasid, as aims. First aim is to build the relationship with Allah. Second aim is to build relationship with insan. And third aim is to build relationship with nature, with environment. So you cannot be strong namazi when you are bankrupt with your relationship with people. It doesn't work out. Likewise, you cannot claim to be, mashallah, humanitarian. You are the best today. That's the slogan in the world. Just be a good person. Don't worry about this worship, this amal, this and that. No, they go hand in hand. The best of all human beings is our beloved Prophet. And the best of all worshippers is our beloved Prophet. Allah even praises the akhlaq of the Prophet. And so maqasidu sharia is what? You build a relationship with Allah. You build a relationship with people. You build a relationship with environment and nature. They all go hand in hand. So we reminded ourselves of those spiritual plans. Now today, let's remind ourselves of the social action plans proposed and recommended by our beloved prophets. For all of us to try one way or the other to observe or undertake within these holy months of Ramadan. First of them, you all know, it's a reminder really, Silatul Rahim. You cannot make name outside when inside you are bankrupt in your relationship. It doesn't work out. Unless, as if completely beyond your control. But you can't. The Holy Prophet makes it very clear. Man wasala fihi rahima wasalahu Allahu bi rahmatihi yawma yalqah. Whoever in this holy month of Ramadan strengthens or reach out to his or her family members, Allah will reach out to that person with his mercy the day he meets Allah, meaning the day of Qiyamah. So we need to have strong action plan of strengthening family ties and relationships in the holy month of Ramadan. And there are so many recommendations by our scholars looking at this beautiful teaching of our beloved Prophet. One of them is what? You invite sometimes your family members, your relatives, to have iftar together. It's so important. If they are far from you, call them, reach out to them. Those poor amongst your family members, reach out to them. Give them something. Sadaqah. And those who are well-to-do or they are able to look after themselves, give them a hadaya gift. So it's so important that you do not allow the holy month to come to an end without strengthening your family bonds and relationship. Today we are in a global village. You can call them FaceTime. You can have Zoom calling with your family members. Reach out to them. You cannot afford not to be in talking terms with your family members to begin with. You can't. What are you going to gain out of it if one is not in talking terms with his family member? Nothing. Life is too short. So first, make name in your families before you make name outside. Prophet said, reach out to them. That's number one. Number two, it'a'amu sa'imin. Feeding those who fast. Here is not talking of poor people or miskin or fakir, no, needy. Anyone who fasts, give them something for iftar or daku. But definitely the tradition talks of iftar. Man fattara sa'iman mu'minan fi hadha ash-shahr, Prophet said, kana lahu bidhalika 'itqu raqaba wa maghfiratan lima mada min dhunubih. Whoever in this holy month feed a mu'min or mu'mina who is observing the fast, these are the rewards. You will be given a reward of freeing a slave. And your previous sons will be forgiven or are forgiven by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Feed people. Send them iftar. Make iftar hampers. Send them. No, call them to your house. Why not? This is the holy month. Some of us we want to do, but maybe we lazy in doing it. Do it. It's the holy month. Prophet suggested that. Call your friends. Let's have iftar together. It's so important. That's number two. Then number three, Prophet talks of the poor and the needy. Fakir and miskin. Obviously, miskin is worse than fakir. Fakir has something to eat. Miskin doesn't know where what he or she will eat will come from. Prophet in the khutbah mentions tasaddaqu ala fuqara'ikum wa masakinikum. Give charity and sadaqah to your poor and needy. In fact, one tradition, I can't remember the tradition vividly, says that, you know what, sometimes have iftar with poor people. Call them, have iftar with them. Why not? Why you always want to have iftar with elites and like-minded? It doesn't work out. It takes away the joy. Send iftar to them, sit with them, break. It's a big barakah. It's a big blessings. Islam wants us to get out of our comfort zone sometimes. Invite them to your house. Why not? Why not? You are just a caretaker of what you have. You are not the absolute owner. Tonight I'm discussing that, inshallah. But it'amul masakin wal fuqara is of great importance in the holy month of Ramadan. The Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt read their lives. They used to do that. They would sit on the ground and break with them and eat with them. Why can't I do? Why can't you do? It's so important. But look at the next one, very specific. Talks of yatama, orphans. He said, man akrama fihi yatiman. Not man akrama fihi liyatim. Yatiman nakira. It's not ma'arifa. So with alif wal lam it becomes ma'arifa, meaning specific. But yatiman, general, nakira, fathatain, meaning any orphan you honor in this holy month, akramahullahu yawma yalqa. Allah honors you the day you meet Allah. Why not? Visit orphanage. Offer them something to eat. They are children, they are young. They are still on the fitrah. Whether they are Muslims or not, they are young, they are still Muslims, we regard them. If you know Muslim orphanage, bring them together. You can, Dar es Salaam, somewhere where they are, send money. Prepare good meal for them in the holy month. Let's do that. These are the social plans by our beloved prophets that we undertake in this holy month. And last but certainly not the least, honoring the elders and empathizing or sympathizing with the young ones. وَوَكِّرُوا كِبَارَكُمْ وَارْحَمُوا صِغَارَكُمْ, Prophet said. Why not one day invite senior citizens, only iftar for them? Special one, you invite them to your house. You can't invite all of them, but few of them. I'm sure in the UK, definitely I know. I'm sure maybe you have it here. There are old people who cannot even come to the mosque because of circumstance. UK, we have them a lot. So why not you gather them somewhere if possible, or make food, take to them. You yourself go, don't send someone. You giving is special than you sending someone. I know you can send anyone. You go out of your comfort zone. No, those elders that you know, you hardly see them, apart from maybe Eid day or the day of Ashura, for example, or the day of Arba'in, for example. Make them happy. They are happy. Their children may have, their family may have, but this is the holy month of Ramadan. وَوَكِّرُوا كِبَارَكُمْ. Honor your elders. Reach out to your elders. I know we have iftar here, isn't it? No, make special one for the elders. The wazirs is so important. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel, no, you can't do all. Your father, your mother, they've got friends. Invite them to your house. Have a special iftar. Oh no, go restaurant, hire a space for them, take your car, pick them. Barakah. Barakah. A lot of blessings. And then of course, Professor, don't forget also the young ones. Warhamu sigarakum. Show love and mercy to the young ones. Watotos, isn't it? Show love to them. So why not one day do iftar only for young children? Bring them to your house, 10 of them, 15 of them. This iftar is for the children. Some people in Christmas, they do that. Why Ramadan, we don't do that? People, where I'm coming from, in some people, they fight for Christmas tree. I'm talking of Muslims, Shias. Fighting Christmas. I need to have my Christmas. Okay, fine. Eid is coming. Ramadan is coming. Do something also. Easter, people, you see Muslims are fighting. They want to commemorate and celebrate Easter. But Prophet said, let the children feel that indeed this is a unique month. Once it is registered here, it will be difficult to disappear. But if you don't show them, because children are children, if you don't show that to them, then later on you want to do the work, it may be daunting. It may be very difficult. And so inshallah, mu'mineen, these are just few recommendations that I thought to share from our beloved Prophet. It's up to us as individuals. You sit, you look at this, and then you see what you can make out of it, inshallah. If there's any question, we can answer before ziyarah, inshallah.
Not regards to today's.
Yeah. Last night.
Regards to the topic.
Yes.
Quran was revealed on Laylatul Qadr.
No.
So, did Laylatul Qadr get its value because Quran was revealed on that day or on that night?
MashaAllah.
Or did Laylatul Qadr in itself had that value that it could take the Quran on that day and no other day could take it?
Subhanallah.
So
there are discussions between our scholars in this regard. Most of the scholars hold the view that it is because of the Quran revealed on that night.
the value of Laylatul Qadr is
Yeah.
because of the
Quran, which came down. Most of them. There are few really who said no, it had the value before. These are, contemporary, if you like, some of them. But otherwise, majority of our great scholars, mainstream scholars, no, Laylatul Qadr had that value because of the revelation of the Holy Quran. That Quran, powerful on that night. But then question, this Laylatul Qadr and Quran which was revealed in it, yeah, what makes it so unique? What makes it so unique? Do you know? Fasting. Fasting. We mentioned that. But definitely Laylatul Qadr will not be Laylatul Qadr without Quran. Question, follow up here.
Because if fasting is of paramount importance, if I were to do exactly what I'm doing in the holy month of Ramadan, in any other month,
Quran was not revealed, isn't it?
no, so the effect is of fasting, right? Whatever happens is fasting.
Yeah.
So let's assume that if I were to do whatever I'm doing in the holy month of Ramadan, ditto, I copy it and I paste it.
It will not come next to the holy month of Ramadan. Why?
Yep.
Because Prophet said, "Anfasukum fihi tasbih,
As
wa
such.
nawmukum fihi."
So there's another value added there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This month is just champion month, man. This month is unique. Yes, you'll get barakah of fasting, but not like Baba. Shaitan is chained here.
Shaykhuna, to add to what you're saying,
Yeah.
if we continue fasting in other months,
Yeah.
that spirituality doesn't come. If you're fasting in Shawwal, Zilqa'd, Zilhajj, the spirituality that is there in the holy month of Ramadan is probably unique.
Yeah, no,
It cannot be,
You can't. Absolutely.
Yes, and why is it that so? Because I remember many a times, when the Eid day comes and then these discussions do come up, that what has happened, why can't we get that spirituality? And then, in the discussion they say, no, let us fast, we will get the spirituality. But it doesn't come. We don't get that feeling again. So why is that so? Is it the same as what you were saying about?
Same, but I will maybe add one or two things here. You see, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He created everything. But out of all that He created, He chose certain things and some personalities are special. So we look at us human beings. He chose Ahlul Bayt and prophets and messengers. So somebody may come and say, why not me? Why not my family? Today we have that even within Shia community, unfortunately. They say, Ahlul Bayt are just ordinary human beings. They are coming from that perspective. So, but why not me? What's my guna? But we all cannot be leaders, by the way. Some of the potential mullah you are after, all of us cannot be after. Some, mashallah. So you lead and the rest will follow. So out of people, Allah chose some. Even out of jinns. Allah chose some, but obviously insan is way higher than jinn. Hence he sent all prophets and messengers and imams to ins and jinn. Likewise, when it comes to places, all places, mashallah, wa ardullahi wasi'a fatuhajiru fiha. In fact, Imam Jafar, you know what he mentioned? And also Amir al-Mu'minin, I've seen this tradition from Amir al-Mu'minin, that this entire earth is musalla ahibba'illah. Is the mosques of the servant of Allah. Every place you look at. So wherever you pray, that place will witness for you on the day of Qiyamah. But there are certain unique places way higher. Karbala, to us definitely. Kufa, to us definitely. Then you go to Mecca, you go to Medina, you pray there, the reward. Allah decided so that you make that effort. You try to bring that discipline in you. Mosque here. Neighbor of the mosque, you pray in the house, man, one reward if you do it correctly. You know the tradition. It's not light tradition. You pray in the mosque, 25 reward. Allah knows the extent of that reward. You as a neighbor of the mosque, you can't pray outside. Allah is totally beyond your control. Today even you can drive, Habibi. You drive. You must come to the mosque. There are so many places there are no mosques. I mentioned this several times in the UK. You know, in the whole London, you can count Shia mosques, maybe one or two. Mosque, not Imam Barga. I'm not talking of Imam Barga. Imam Barga, mashallah, flood. So I gave khutbah on this. I said, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? You can count 2 or 3 maybe, if I'm not mistaken, in London, if not less. Most of it are Imam Barga. In Birmingham, 2. Us and the Pakistanis. We even now, okay, it's under construction, so the mosque is not there. It's Hussainiya. أن المساجد لله فلا تدعوا مع الله أحدا المساجد بيوت الله. One narration says, make tahara in your house and go to the house of Allah and worship. So it's unique. Allah chose mosques. Inshallah, I'm say 1 minute. If I finish then, inshallah. And then the last one is that certain periods of time are also chosen by Allah. So that, this is a really advantage for us if you look at it. It's really Allah's love for all of us. That you know what? This certain time you can get things overnight. Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. And I'm sure we all know the reason for the revelation of this verse. There are few reasons for the revelation quoted from the Holy Prophet. One of them is that Prophet one day was explaining to his companions how one follower of Prophet Musa alayhi salam dedicated his life to the struggle in the way of Allah for 1,000 years. Because those times Allah used to give them long life. We here is after 70, if you just make sajda and thank Allah. After 70, mashallah, if you ask, alhamdulillah. Although narration tells us my ummah after 60, yeah, after tradition from the time of my ummah after 60, alhamdulillah. Mashallah, you are lucky, man, we don't know where we stand. We don't know where we stand. So, Prophet was telling them, and they wished we could have this number of years to worship Allah. Allah said, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. It's just a night. So it's unique. Allah chose the way He chose people.
So because of the value of Laylatul Qadr,
yeah,
it was on that day that the Quran was
Quran
revealed.
came, yeah.
So Laylatul Qadr came first in terms of value, and then
yeah. So you see, it's like
it's
this.
like the chicken or the hen. Which one came first? Or the egg.
Obviously, this is a good question. I love this question. You see, you are a businessman, for example. Before you start everything, you design it. You design. I'm going to use Quran to answer this question. Yeah? You design it. Now you have a system. And then later on you start implementing the system. Quran was first. Why? Ar-Rahman Allama al-Quran, then khalaq al-insan. It's a system. You know, Said Munir al-Khabbaz, amazing scholar. He analyzed this properly. It's one of our teachers. He analyzed it properly. That Ar-Rahman first. But Allama al-Quran, meaning he designed his system before any other thing. Before any other thing, before day, before night, before anything. So Quran, inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr. Obviously Allah knew that, you know what, we're going to have a particular night like this. And then I'm going to send this Quran. So Quran is so important. That's why we told Prophet is so higher, because his heart contained that Quran on that night. But so that sister, yeah. Allama al-Quran.
Allamahu al-Quran.
Now.
That who is who?
Oh, that's a good question, man. So, no, Nashida. So, Allama al-Quran. You know, even that tashdid there is emphasis. Allah taught. So here it's not saying Allamahu. There's another one, Allamahu al-Bayan. So Allamahu al-Bayan are referring to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But there's a question also here, maybe we can answer some other time. Is the angel higher than Prophet in terms of Quran? Because he brought the Quran to him. So Allah taught the system. Allah taught the Quran. Muzay, you had a question?
First of all, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
you.
astaghfirullah, no problem.
Would you tell us about this, where you went wrong about this building of the mosques are concerned? Come on, tell us. Tell us, Aga, please.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have got my speculation and possibility, and this is based on what I spoke with some people. You know, why is it that you don't have a mosque? Yeah, that's my speculation. That why he said no. That time we were not sure. That time we didn't know. But yes, it's true. There are no mosques. Obviously, Sunnis have a lot of mosques there. So many, massive, a lot of mosques. I mean, we have a lot of landowners here. They know. You can count the mosques.